share it with us in Langley. So thank you very much for all your efforts on the part of education and public education. I'm Gail Chaddock-Costello. I'm the Vice President of the Langley Teachers Association, and I get to do a few housekeeping because we have a whole lot of people interested over here in the district's deficit plan. That's great. We have some people here interested in the local debt per se, and some people here interested in the provincial debt. So in order to accommodate people, I'm going to ask this body of people at this table to move up in here, and we'll redesignate the center group, and you can look at the provincial funding that was announced yesterday, that was announced, and its implications for education, as well as we'll let you talk about two things at once because you're multi-talented and you can multitask, as well as the provincial debt, or sorry, the local debt. So at some point in time, we'll bring you together and join you. And the reason I'm going to ask you to do that is that when we get to the second part of the evening, we're going to have an opportunity to really look at creating our own deficit elimination plan, our community plan. And at that point in time, you'll get two documents. You'll get a little bit of information from a report from the BCTF, a co-worker with a co-researcher with John Malcolms and Margaret White. And you'll get a survey where we'll want you to look at it, review it, and come up with some answers. And it would be helpful if you had information from these people who are going to look at debts and deficits and money, and this group over here who are looking at the deficit elimination plan from the district specifically. So kind of blend you together in the end. I'm just going to go through a few little bits of housekeeping information with you. On the tables, you'll see some really bright orange paper, hard to miss. And those are here for us to start our group process this evening. And before I forget, I would like to say I'm very pleased this evening to see that we have so many members of our Board of Trustees with us. We have Joan Beck, the chair of our board. Joan, if you want to wave for us. We have Wendy Johnson, the vice chair of the board. We have Stacy Cody, trustee from our Board of Education. We have people in the purple group there. Purple is popular tonight, so the deficit elimination plan, and we're going to mix pink and green for the areas around provincial budgets and local budgets. We were hoping that you would meet in these discussion groups for approximately half an hour, and I've left the microphone down there. All right, just about 8 o'clock. So if we could give you a few moments to go and grab a cup of coffee, tea, a cookie in just a few seconds, just a few minutes, and then have you meet to discuss your particular topic for approximately half an hour. We're going to change the schedule a little bit. Then we have an opportunity to move forward. We want you to have some in-depth time to review that topic. And we'd also like to say that following the break, now it's a short break now, after you've had your first discussion group on the topic you've chosen, there'll be another quick break, and at that time you'll be refocusing yourself into groups that have some combination of people with different colored buttons. So all the purples don't get to stay together. You have to let some pink and yellows join in with you so they can share their expertise, so we become very multicultural. At that point in time, you'll be given the blue sheets. I have them up at the table. They're very special and hidden. You don't get them until after you work through the first part. Then you'll get your sheets, and you'll be working on creating the deficit elimination plan, or what we've called the minimal impact debt elimination proposal. At that time, you'll see the instructions I'm here to follow through. You can all read the rules of roundtable discussion that are there, which is asking everybody to be collegial and cooperative, honor everybody's point of view. And hopefully, if time permits, at the end of the evening, we'll ask each table to come up with the one thing that they would like to see included in our deficit elimination plan that comes from the community. So that if the one thing you really think is most important is emptying out the board office, filling in the emptied schools, and selling off the asset, for instance, then you get to say that. If you have something else you think is most important, you get to say that too. But we are asking you to do that as a collective at your table, so because we obviously won't have time to hear from everyone who's in attendance. So I think that's it.